Hello everybody, and welcome to the 2024 Mazda CX50. Hey everybody, now that I'm out of the trunk, we're here back at the beautiful Tasca Automotive Center on 1300 Pontiac Avenue in Cranston, and if we pan over there, there's a brand new Mazda building. So, 2024 Mazda CX50, what do we think about it? This is the CX-5's more rugged brother. It's a little wider, a little lower, and it definitely is peppy. Let's talk about the important stuff. Engines on these, you can get the naturally aspirated 2.5 liter 4-cylinder. All CX50s come with a 6-speed automatic transmission, and they're all-wheel drive, which we love here for New England. But this one has the optional turbocharged engine, and when running 93 octane fuel or premium fuel, 256 horsepower and 320 pound-feet of torque. Let's talk about the design of the CX50. I really like the look of this vehicle, especially in this color. Of course, bi-xenon headlights on this higher trim level. We have fogs here, a blacked out grille, our Mazda symbol here. I like the power bulge in the hood. I like the slick back roof line. And of course, this one has the darker trim on it, which I also think is really nice. This being one of the more premium models, 245/45 R20s here with 20-inch wheels, black with a nice polished face. Few things I like about the CX50 other than I mentioned I like these neat mirrors, of course the integrated turn signal. So we have some nice plastic body cladding here because this vehicle can get you off-road, and don't forget this with the turbocharged engine can tow up to 3,500 pounds. As we go around the side of the CX50, a few things I'd like to point out that I also like is I like this nice muscular line here on the rear of the vehicle, which is not something you find in a lot of SUVs of this class. And another thing I'd like to mention, it doesn't look like a lot of the SUVs in its class, which is something that I'm always interested if I'm buying a car. I like these nice low profile roof rails here. They're a nice satin finish. We have a nice detail here. And if we go around the back, actually probably my favorite design feature of the car is the beautiful rear tail lights and the look of the back of this car. We have dual polished exhaust. We have different color here and here. And of course, we have these nice, beautiful tail lights, which I really, really like. Now, obviously, this being an SUV, the utility part of that is obviously very important. We have 60/40 folding rear seats here in the back, and obviously those fold down nicely. This has plenty of space in the rear and an actual spare tire, which you will not find on a lot of modern cars. Plenty of cubbies to put things, plenty of hooks to put your bags and groceries, and of course, you also have a shade to cover things after you go shopping. Welcome to the inside of the 2024 CX50. This is one of the more premium trims. Like I said, I really like the interior. I think this is where this vehicle really shines. I like that it's kind of minimalistic, but everything you touch is a nice soft touch material. We have the brown stitching in the dashboard. We have the brown stitching in the seats, brown piping around here. We have some black, piano black trim in here. And I like that everything is simple to use. You can just hop in the CX50 and easily, without distracting yourself from the road, be able to modify the radio, the climate control, which has actual buttons, thank you. It's just very easy to use. I like the display. It's super easy to read, even in really bright circumstances. But where I really think the Mazda does a nice job is it really punches above its weight class in interior materials. Like I mentioned, I really love the simplicity of this vehicle. We have radar cruise control, a beautiful steering wheel, perfect size, nice sized rim on here. I like the trimmings. I like the small airbag. It makes the dash very easy to see. Another thing I'd like to point out is that the entertainment screen is not enormous and it doesn't take up the entire center console. So we have plenty of storage up here. We have wireless charging here, and we have our drive modes over here. Also, I'd like to note, it has a volume knob, which we love. I am not a fan of vehicles that don't have volume knobs. This one has a heated steering wheel, heated seats, and cooled seats. And a 12-speaker Bose stereo system. Another thing I'd like to mention, which is a little silly, but I definitely love it, and it really doesn't come in a lot of cars, it has a sunglasses holder. This one also has the optional panoramic sunroof, super easy to operate, buttons are right here, you don't have to do any voodoo or magic tricks like in a lot of the new cars where you're doing gestures and high fives. It's a button, it opens. I like that. And the other thing is these seats, leather seats, are extremely comfortable, and on the road they are nice and easy. You could very much take this on any kind of road trip. Another few things I do like about this interior are that over here we do have memory seats, as I'm in and out of cars all the time, especially with my significant other, and it's always great to just press the memory seat and have it go. We also have our power rear tailgate here. One other thing to mention is this does have power folding mirrors. Here I am sitting behind myself in my position in my seat, and a nice thing about a crossover SUV is obviously rear occupancy, because you're taking your friends to dinner, you're taking the dog to the park, or folding the seats down. One thing I find in a lot of SUVs is everybody talks about the front seats. It's the rear seats that aren't quite as comfortable, and they're always kind of like a flat bench. I'm surprised and happy to say that in the Mazda, they're nice and comfortable. Armrest folds out here, and it has the beautiful stitching that the front seats have. I could definitely take a road trip back here and have no issues. I reviewed a lot of Mazda vehicles in the past, but this one in particular I really enjoy. Like I said, I love the premium materials, I like the size of the vehicle, and it's just really easy to maneuver and get in and use day to day. I also think, like I said, it's it kind of stands out amongst its peers, which is always great, and in a good way. There's a lot of cars that stand out in a bad way. This is not one of them. So if you're interested in the CX50, come down here to 1300 Pontiac Ave in Cranston and check out Tasca's brand new Mazda building and drive-through service area. You're really gonna like it.